Hey, Facebook Live, Periscope, YouTube. Good morning. Listen, me and this doggone garage door opener, okay? Like literally, we're having some issues, right? Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Super excited to see you guys on today. Listen, I wanted to take a minute and just come on real quick. It's not going to be a long live, but I did want to come on and just share some things with you guys because I think it's important. I think it's important that, we jumpstart our day, that we get our day off and going, and we do it in a way that allows us the opportunity to really tap into what's going on, right? It is the ninth month. It's the beginning of the fourth quarter of the 2020 year. Now, I know a lot of people have already written 2020 off. They said 2020 is in the trash can already. I don't believe that personally. I believe that 2020 can be whatever you need it to be and want it to be. And it's up to you to create that. And so I wanted to come on and just encourage you guys to go hard. I said it. Go hard. We still have September, October, November, and December to close 2020 out with an absolute bang. And I don't know about you, but I want to bang for 2020. I don't want to see 2020 go out and it not be everything that God promised me that it would be. How many of you at the beginning of the year, you were like 2020, perfect vision, right? Well, you didn't see Corona. Okay. And so because you didn't see Corona, now you're just like, oh my God, 2020 is garbage. You didn't see Kobe and his daughter dying. So you're like, oh my God, 2020 is garbage. You didn't see Chadwick Boseman dying. And so you're like, oh my God, 2020 is garbage. And you didn't see Niecy Nash and Jessica Betts getting married. You're like, oh my God, 2020 is garbage. It doesn't matter whether you saw those things or not. See, those things were not yours to see. That was not for you to see or to know in advance. It's for you to make a conscious decision on how you're going to live out your 2020. See, perfect vision isn't about seeing everything. It's about seeing clearly your path, the path that God has for you to take, the destiny for you, right? And if you can see that, baby, you can get there. But you got to see it, right? You got to see it. You've got to see beyond what's on the surface. You've got to see beyond what looks like a garbage 2020. You've got to see beyond all of that. And you've got to see it in a way that allows you to continue to be absolutely great. That's what you have to do. It is your job, it is your obligation to make sure that you are on point with seeing what you need to see. Listen, this is a prime example. So all of a sudden I hear these sirens and I hear they're coming from somewhere, but I don't know where. And I see them coming from behind me, which allows me to adjust, right? See, 2020 vision is the vision to be able to adjust. And that, if nothing else, 2020 has taught us how to pivot, taught us how to shift, taught us how to maneuver in the midst of what looks like mayhem, right? 2020 is all about you understanding that it is not about everything going the way you thought it would go. It is all about you going and adjusting and doing what it is that God needs you to do. 2020, perfect vision. God told me 2020 was going to be my best year yet. He told me that I was going to put my hand on 20 books in 2020. Like he told me all of these things. Now listen, what he told me and what manifests can be two totally different things. And that is up to me, right? Like I've had to decide whether I'm going to quit on 2020 or whether I'm going to close 2020 out with a bang, right? You get to decide that. In the midst of a pandemic, Tyler Perry became a billionaire. Okay. In the midst of a pandemic, lives have been changed. In the midst of a pandemic, I made over 30,000 in 4 months. In the midst of a pandemic, so you can't tell me what can't happen in a pandemic, right? I know what can happen in a pandemic. You've got to decide what you're going to have happen in the pandemic for you. It's a personal thing, and it's a personal journey, and it's one that you got to take responsibility for. It's one that you have to take ownership of. You can't just put everything on everyone else. You can't put everything on all the circumstances, the situations. You can't do it. Well, you can, But it's not what successful people do. Successful people find a way when there is no way. Successful people don't quit. They don't give up. They don't stop. And they don't do those things because they understand that it's bigger than them. It's bigger than you. So for me, I knew that for me, I had to go hard in 2020 because I want everything God has promised me. I had to make sure that I was willing to step outside of my comfort zone, that I was willing to be uncomfortable, that I was willing to take a chance and take a risk on me, on life, on others, on friends, on relationships. I had to be willing to do all of that in 2020, and I had to do it not necessarily knowing exactly how everything was going to happen. But I've learned some things in life, and one of the things I've learned is if you know the end of the story, it's not your job to figure out the middle. I know the end, and guess what happens in the end? I win, you win, God wins. So when you know you win, like the middle is just the part you're like, okay, well, I got to go through this. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know what's going to go on, but I know that at the end of the story, I win. And I came to tell you guys, that's why you go hard. You go hard because you know you win. You go hard because you know at the end, you come out on top. You go hard because you know no matter what happens in the middle, no matter what happens and how difficult it is or, anything like that, that you are going to be in a position where you have the opportunity to change not only your life, but the lives of other people. See, it truly is bigger. It's bigger than you. It's bigger. There is a song, and the song says it's going to be big. God's about to blow your mind. And that, my people, has been 2020 for me. Like God literally has blown my mind time after time after time. And I don't believe he's done. I believe there's still more. I believe that we're just getting started good with what God is doing in my life. And I'm super excited about it. I don't feel any type of way about the things that have happened in 2020. Listen, everything works together for our good. And when you understand that, you don't have to freak out about stuff, right? All things are working together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. Every single bit of it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, the stuff that you saw, the stuff that you didn't. All of it is working together for your good. You just have to make a conscious decision to allow the good to manifest. You have to make a conscious decision to see the good in spite of the other stuff. And you got to make a conscious decision to close out 2020 with a ba-ba-yang. With a bang, y'all. Close it out with a bang. Don't let anything or anyone take that from you. I don't know about you, but I know for me, I'm determined to live my best God life in 2020. God has been blowing my mind. He's been showing out, and I am super excited and honored just to be a part of his global plan for humanity. Today, go hard. Start preparing. Go ahead, put your plan together, lay it out, make it plain, write the vision so that you can end 2020 in a way that not only blows your mind, it blows the minds of those who are watching you, waiting. Some hoping for you to win, some hoping for you to fail, but all hoping something. So you guys, listen, have an absolutely, so guess what? So I was scheduled to do my mic drop masterclass tonight. I've got to move it. I've got to move it to tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. The mic drop masterclass is going to go on. I'm going to drop the link that you're going to go to. It's going to be active a little bit later today for you to sign up. It is absolutely free. Absolutely free. About an hour and 15 minute masterclass. And I'm going to tell you my mic drop secrets, give you all the keys. And at the end, you will get your mic drop checklist. And you want that checklist in your life, you guys. Listen, I am going to drop it. It's micdropmasterclass.com. micdropmasterclass.com. That's where you're going to go. It's not active yet. It'll be active a little later today. We're going to launch it after lunch. And I'm super excited to share with you what God is doing in this season, because it's going to be big. God's about to blow your mind. Listen, you guys, I love you guys to life and life more abundant. Have an absolutely amazing and incredible day. The best is yet to come. Be blessed.